Hello, I'm Bella, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. So we're going to continue with the curious case of Giggity. Giggity. Giggity, giggity. I just remember Quagmire from Family Guy. Oh, there he is. There's a little Giggity. Yes, take me beyond the ball. Anyway, now, I gotta speak with someone first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. Take me back. Take me back. I think this guy is in Old Gridania. Greetings and salutations. Miss Stardust, I presume. Sienna informed me of your adventures in Ailport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lambertiant is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Twelveswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within this gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply placed, this true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. So what's this true heart? This bright blood-colored ore is thought to be a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Now, take me out. Down below. Are you gonna attack me, Crater Golem? killed you. You were big. What kind of stone were you carrying? Oh, no, you scared fatter cat. Leave me alone. There we go. I never noticed before, but there actually was like a creek to that bridge. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god's-awful smell? Corrupted crystal. Over-aspected aether manifested into solid form. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. And I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Calm down. I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected aether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Yeah, at that point, I would be highly annoyed. And I would continuously poke you to submission. Better late than never. Hayden has neglected to return to you your corrupted crystal. Beg your pardon, Bella. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertian. Something about a man named Marcus. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? 'Twould reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Oh well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Sid! Clap, 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 clap. I missed your lesson. Sid! I got the nasty entrail-covered crystal for ya. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. You say anything else, Alfie? Nope, you say the same thing. Alright, Sid. Here you go. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Bella. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Here you go. This particular sample happens to be covered in a spriggin of fall. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Bella. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. You better. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. You found your calling, Sid. I'm so happy for you. Say anything else? No. You always gotta check. You never know. Lady of the Vortex. With its modifications now installed, the Enterprise is finally ready to make the journey to the Howling Eye. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... Mayhap it is better that we remain positive. Bella, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. We might not survive, is what he's saying.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs.
Ah, he's with you. We're with you.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Seriously, is that taken from Star Trek? Sid, he's got a third eye.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes. I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Your hairstyle has not changed, Sid.
The young prodigy, admired by all. Exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
So Meteor truly was Death Star.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
So I astral traveled back in time.
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
It's like, looking good, Sid.
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
He looks handsome without a beard, too.
I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
We're soul-bound, Sid.
The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
Good job.
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Oh. That is some Vortex. Just like a little cliff here. A convenient little pocket for the airship. The Enterprise. What is it, Bella? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts at a time like this. Or do you truly wish to return to Gridania? No. Just wanted to talk. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Bella, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Okay. Beyond those gates awaits our foe. Are you prepared to meet with her? Let's read The Howling Eye. With the aid of the Enterprise and its legendary captain, Sid Garland, you have broken through the swirling winds that shield the Howling Eye. Yet the challenges you have surmounted pale in comparison to the one that awaits you beyond the gates. At long last, the end is nigh, be it Garuda's or your own. Okay. There be the Harpy Queen. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Well preserved. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Oh, their ears are down. They know they're screwed. Amalja and Kabul prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children. These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth shall revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think you playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopy of your entrails. Squad, Slay the unfeathered ones, we shall. As an offering to Garuda they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, Bella. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Bella. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Alright. And I changed my ID finally. Alright, let's go. No, 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 no! What? How in the hell's...
This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? My powers limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to weaken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God.
Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Oh.
No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine! You, Landwalker, you dare to raise your hand against me. You shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to our last breath.
I cannot be tempered.
No, no, I claimed you. You should be mine.
I am of the lights.
Give me your crystal.
Now I am complete.
What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Well done, guys. Well done.
Is it just a swirling vortex here? Yeah. Just very windy. We're in the middle of a hurricane.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die? We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Yeah, sorry. Your weapons have no effect against guns.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Infernal Almighty brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
To summon all three titans. Or primals.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
So that monstrosity is absorbing the primals. Gotta admit, it's pretty cool looking. It's like half beast, half machine.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda.
Looks like part
Ancient
dragon.
Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
I bit her head off.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
He was only 11 when the calamity happened.
Saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts.
Unless
That was the
elven lives are
extent of their
different, he's
aggression.
like forever 16 for like a decade.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
We're back at Ul'dah. That weapon didn't destroy those primals. It devoured them. Gods only know what else it can do. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Bella. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their gods so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. These are hats. Let's go for the gold this time. What's this? Triple trial? Is that something for the gold saucer? I never played Triple Triad. I might skip that one. Reclamation. This is level 44. It goes down. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh. Again, I don't need these for myself, but these would be for Dalin. So maybe I will. At least the, because I don't want to have a hat and cover his hair. So, yeah, I'll probably go for that as well. Elfina is ready to return to the Waking Sands. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. We should depart for Vesper Bay at once. The Waking Sands awaits. Oh no, do I wanna... That's arrivals. I just want to see if anything has unlocked in Ulda. There's any other side quests. Besides the triple triad. I just want to see. Oh, you can't access it? Unless you go to the gold saucer. Okay. I think that's where it leads you. Okay, I will skip that one, but let's go down. Let's just see here. Okay, just that one. Then let's go. Taking the red, that's level 50. Oh, I think that's red mage. I think what I had planned to do was that after I finish ARR and we start getting to the 2.5 quests, I might unlock another class just to test it out for those mid-quest levels before the next expansion, and then when we get to the next expansion I'll go back to Bard. I think that's a way to change it up a little bit. That way I don't get way overpowered for the expansion. So I think I'll do that. And I was planning on unlocking the red mage here, because I think at level 50 you could do samurai or red mage here. And role-playing wise, I feel that samurai is more for like a male player character, and I feel red mage would better suit my character. I'm not a huge fan of casting classes, but I'm willing to try it. Again, it's just for the in-between quest line between expansions. The only thing that I was disappointed with the system is that when an expansion comes out with a new class, they bump you down 10 levels. So it's like, what if you start an expansion and you want to hop in and play with a new class right away? You can't. So it's like, that's the unfortunate thing with the system. So for instance, because I think Samurai and Red Mage came out with, what was it, Stormblood? And then, of course, when you get to Heavensward, you have the 3 classes there in Ishgard, but that takes you down to like, what, level 30, 35 or something? So it's like you can't jump into the story right away with that new class. Again, that's the only unfortunate thing with the system as I see it. But let's see, I don't see any other new ones here. So let's go here. See if there's any new quests. It's Peace for Thanalan. I guess we could do that. The way, yeah, that's the Way of the Samurai. That's the Thaumaturge. That's the Pugilist. And that's 70? What's 70? The Killer Instinct? That has to be a job. I wonder what that one is though. Okay, so there was... Wait, what was this one? Oh, that's the Samurai. There was this one we could do. Okay, so this is for the Beast Tribe. For this one. Swift has an involved assignment for a veteran adventurer. Yours is a welcome face, fellow. I have a task for which one of your impeccable record would be well suited, though perhaps campaign would be a more fitting description, given the sheer commitment this mission demands. As you are well aware, the inhabitants of Thanalan have long suffered the hostilities of the Amalsha. The lizard men had been quiet for a time, chastened by your victory over the primal Ifrit, but once again the beastmen stir. There has been a resurgence in kidnappings, and in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand that the local garrisons have petitioned for us for reinforcements. That is why I wish you to lead an extended action against the Amalsha, and put a stop to these raids. Report to Commander Giselbert, head of security in Little Alamigo, and he will brief you on the details of your duty. Commander Swift said he'd assigned someone to assist with our growing beastman problem. Glad to see the urgency of our situation is being taken seriously. Now, as I'm sure the commander explained, the Amalsha activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Seems like the lizard men are determined to carry off every peddler and traveler that tries to pass through southern Thanalan. And I'm not speaking of furtive nighttime raids here, the bastards of striking in full daylight, even against escorted merchant caravans. We've heard reports of raids as far south as the Sangoli Desert, so it's not a simple matter of increasing patrols on the roads into Little Alamigo. We must mount a decisive response, and soon. The next time the Amalsha appear, I want you to ready to send them howling back into the desert. Not long before you arrived, in fact, our scouts reported a merchant resting in plain view on one of the trade routes. Make haste to the location I've marked on your map, and see that the fool isn't taken by a raiding party. Alright, where? Over there. Carefree merchant, what's she be doing? What is it, adventure? I'm not setting up shop here. I simply stopped to give the birds a bit of a bunch of raiders to say. Kidnapping merchants? I don't suppose you'd consider waiting around until I've got my chocobos back in the traces, would you? think I can be spotted. I'm pretty brightly pink amongst this desert landscape. Overconfident fools. You think your raids here unnoticed? What treachery is this? You are of the Brotherhood of Ash. We are, though we number but few. We shall be your death this day. Traitorous heathens, your victory will come at a price.
Attacking when the enemy's back is turned, your ancestors would turn in their graves.
A soldier's life is one of peril, and the first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy, as well as your own. Your presence is noted here, adventurer, but this is our battle. You need not become involved. I am Hamujga, and I lead the Brotherhood of Ash. We are what remain now that the all-consuming flames have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. You interest me, child of Eorzea. Be it fortune or fate, I would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. I extend to you an invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash.
You did okay, bud.
Thank you for not abandoning me to those savages. Is it not unusual for a Malsha to fight amongst themselves? I suppose even the beastmen must have squabbles. Malsha Mender? You have things in need of repair, and who are you that I should serve you so? Prove yourself a friend to the Brotherhood, and perhaps I will listen. You wish to trade, so shall show your loyalty to the Brotherhood, and through deeds of courage and glory will you earn the right to browse my wares. You think it's strange to find a Mikote among our ranks. Lunga has trained with us since she was scarce more than a hatchling, and earned her place with fire and steel. The weapons we wield were born of flame, but committing one's life to one's blade is not the same as surrendering one's heart to Ifrit. The fools of Zanrak do not understand that simple difference. My brothers and I uphold the glory of our past and forge ourselves in the fires of righteous battle. Do not compare us to the groveling cravens that fill the ranks of Ifrit's worshippers. Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home of our humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I ever seek to hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad and of warrior. To those who are worthy, we show the proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Could you be one of the champions said to have laid low the Lord of the Inferno? That's right. Then I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our frantic brethren. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes with a warrior's death. They spirit away the weak and the feeble, and offer them up in exchange for the barbed blessings of the hoary god. Day after day, I witness the shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Amalja is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. It is these kidnappings that most stoke the flames of my fury. Why, the victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such cowardly attacks? We are hunters, my brothers and I, and the fallen Amalja who huddle in Zenrak our prey. If you share my outrage, then I bid you join us in our kin war.
No, I will not accept this pretender. You claim to be one of the heroes that felled Ifrit. I've cut down a dozen men who boasted that feat. More likely you slew a guttering fire sprite and convinced yourself it was the king of the seventh hell.
I did not ask for your counsel, Lunga. I, and I alone, make this decision for the Brotherhood.
Then you better not stray into the path of my arrows, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition on puffed-up heroes like you.
Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced and defeated Ifrit could have the scent that you do. Past glories, however, will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, and you might find your reception here improved. Our foes are the Amalja of Zanrak. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear, and our resolve unshakable. Brotherhood of Ash. Hamujga, war leader of the Brotherhood of Ash, wishes to unleash you upon his craven brethren. We, the Amalja, were once simple nomads who roamed the vast plains of Poglathan. If any sought to impede our path, we relished the challenge to our skill at arms. For as long as our people have existed, it has been the tradition for aging warriors to make the pilgrimage to the holy land of Zanrak, and there confront the specter of death. It is an honor to cast one's time-tempered soul into the sacred flames and return one's body to ash. But these craven whelps, the Zaharak, quaver before death's inevitability. They seek not to fortify their spirits, instead groveling before a deity for the strength they do not deserve. I have not the words to express my disgust for the manner of this groveling, this subjugation of the meek by contemptuous weaklings. The path to true greatness lies only in conquering those greater than oneself, and in the doing, attaining mastery over one's own failings. Very true, I like this guy. War leader, there is trouble. The Flamefangs have scented fresh prey. We must sound the call to arms. It seems you shall have the chance to prove your talents, adventurer. Show the Brotherhood your unbending steel. Lunga.
Your wish, war leader?
This warrior is known by the name Lunga. Though her form may be Mikote, her soul harbors a raging blaze to match that of any Amalja soldier. We of the Brotherhood know only the struggle for martial perfection. Tribe, clan, gender, these details matter not. Lunga, you will accompany our newest ally into battle.
What? Why choose me for this task? Surely there are others more fitting, some hatchling in training perhaps.
Enough! I grow weary of your insolence. Shall I have my blade answer your mewling?
No, war leader. It shall be as you command. Now we shall see you for the champion you are. Meet me at this spot on your map. I pray your screams are short-lived.
We of the Brotherhood of Ash seek to hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad and of the warrior. Though we are but few in number, our discipline and courage will see us triumph over the endless depravities of our fanatic kin.
Okay.
do not want to get overwhelmed here. So one at a time. Wait, wait! There's too many of you. Hold on, hold on. Oh no. Oh God, save me, save me!
Where have you been? I've already felled the forward scout. See the markings? We most certainly face flame fangs. Take up your position and keep your weapon handy. The rest will soon be upon us. I expected you to die here. Come now, we return to the Ring of Ash.
Phew, you made short work of those raiders. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you have my thanks. I heard Malta were snatching folk from the trade routes again, but I thought that was just my rivals trying to scare me out of business. After all, the roads have been safe enough until now. I'll have to hire a guard or two for the next time I pass through here. Damn beastmen, sellsword wages do so eat into a man's profits.
I expected you to die here. Come now, we return to the Ring of Ash. There's some stuff to kill.
How dare you heal yourself?
Stunned me.
Good, we're good.
You are no hatchling in battle. That much is obvious. Do not think me so easily impressed. There is yet the question of your resolve. The Brotherhood of Ash is a conclave of elite warriors. Under the command of Hamuj Ga, we wage a war of attrition against the zealots of Zanrak. Those fallen Amalja build altars and pitch camps wherever they please, convincing themselves they are the masters of the Holy Land, and must feel brave indeed to challenge none but the weak and defended. Recall the raiders you but recently faced. They were members of the Flamefangs, a faction among the Zanrak Amalja that, more than any other, delights in kidnappings. Naturally, they also draw the most eerie out of the Brotherhood. It is our mission to see their ambitions ground into dust and their leaders slain. Indeed, it is the duty of all who would call themselves true Amalja warriors. And now, a warning. Do not seek to meddle too deeply into our affairs. This war is not some distraction to be dabbled in by outsiders such as you. You think my words unconvincing? You think that I, too, am no Amalja? To the seven hells with what you think. Go make your report to Hamujga before he has to find himself a new pet adventurer. What brings you to me, adventurer? Tell me about yourself. I am Lunga, and I am a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash. That is all there is worth knowing. You may see before you the body of a Mikote, but my soul burns bright with the pride of the Amalja. Do not expect me to sympathize with your civilized ways. Do you see this mask? It is a symbol of my will and resolve. When I received this gift from Hamujga, our war leader, I was born anew, freed from the enfeebling chains of my past. What is this place? You stand in the Ring of Ash, the main camp of the Brotherhood. We are a gathering of Amalja soldiers who follow the command of war leader Hamujga. It was our war leader who liberated the honorable and the strong from the corrupting influence of our fallen brethren and established this final bastion of Amalja pride. We have but one goal, and that is to attain the peak of martial perfection. The fanatical cowards that grovel at Ifrit's feet for scraps of power are a stain of shame upon this holy land.
Honored ally, news of your battle has spread through the camp. By all accounts, you fought with uncanny ability. None may now doubt that yours was the hand that slew a raging god. If our cause rings true in your heart, then I would further welcome your aid. Will you unleash your fury alongside the soldiers of the Brotherhood? I will. Let the zealots fear our coming. Well said. Yours is a true warrior's heart. Though we differ in many ways, the foe that we would topple is the same. Let us bow death to the Flamefangs. Theirs is a fire that cannot be suffered to burn. Okay. So now we unlocked these. Off to Vesper Bay. That's 47 and that's 50. So we will wait on those. Look at the setting sun. I just want to see, what do you have? Because I need... What did I need? I think I need an ether, don't I? Because that little gremlin thing at the Isles of Umbra, he wanted an ether, right? I'll take one. So I need a high ether as well. Can't remember. It's a mega potion. Let's sell that. A lot of gold there. Guardian steel ingot. A unique alloy made with traditional Ishgardian smelting methods. Don't know where I got this. Snarble tufts. Hippogriff sinew, the tough yet flexible tendon of a hippogriff. Bone chip. Dodo tenderloin. Iron ore. That is a meal, flatbread. Let's eat raptor stew. A tender piece of lean raptor shank stewed with mushrooms. Oh, no, wait, no. I wanted to start doing the single ones here. Antelope stew. A thick, flavorful soup. Oh, no, I can't eat right now. Not with that. Okay, now I can. A thick, flavorful soup made by simmering a variety of wild vegetables and antelope meat over low heat for several hours. No, Tataru. It's still dark. It's very quiet. I had no idea, Bella. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. Yeah, the smell of blood was all over the place. Tell me, Bella, does Atir strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Take that. Wait.
Who goes there?
Now, Ida. Is that any way to greet a friend?
Alphino, Bella. Sid? Wait, is this a dream?
Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida.
I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been.
This place has seen better days.
You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw...
Ida.
The church had taken care of the bodies, but still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if Ystrola hadn't been here to help me.
Ystrola is here too?
Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Menfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Ystrola thinks they were taken somewhere.
Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primals' influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Menfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the science and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida?
What? Oh, yes, yes, of course. Whatever you need.
We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Not a sleepy baby. How can you sleep standing up, Sid?
Hear, feel, think.
Are these my past memories of when Meteor crashed?
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola! Bella, I see you and Elfino are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Gaius may have called it a weapon of ancient Alak, but I saw extensive magitech modifications. An Imperial castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose.
All right, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others.
Casing the castrum. So we'll go for that one. Y'shtola wishes to discuss the fate of the prisoners being held at Castrum Sentry. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Bella. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this, Lord Portelaine of House Direndare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. It is fortunate indeed that we were able to regroup here. I do not care much for my chances of surviving a foray into an Imperial stronghold alone, but I am certain that together we will find a way to rescue our fellow Silence. Alright. Gonna come all the way up here. Hi. You be a hot kitty boy. I love that top. That outfit looks really good. Okay. This way. Ah, Bella, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Ishtola, but of course, Lord Drillmont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Let's take that. Castrum Sentry, what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Huron woman, an Elizan man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female.
It's them. It has to be. Midfilia, Uriage, Pablimo, and Tataru.
If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafel, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Bella, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the later. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Riatin, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. He's got some stress to release, apparently. Before I go on... Wait. I think we can do this one. I don't think I've ever done this one. If I have, it was a very long time ago. Fort of Fear. There, the dark places that only an adventurer may illume, and Sir Carolot is about to point the way to one such pit of peril. I have heard much of your doings, and I think you the woman for this task. To the west is Zemal Darkhold. 'Twas meant to serve as the new keep of Lord de Zemal, ever a friend to House Durandar. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of voidsent appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You need only give your assent. Speak with Sir Ophelay at the Ingress if you are with us, and she will tell you what you need to know. I've done this one, so I'm gonna skip you. Gonna cross the river here and go up. Ape. I don't know if I've talked to you. Diesmal Darkhold is a subterranean fortress evacuated by the Great Ishgardian House of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Welcome to Diesmal Darkhold, built to withstand all Giovanni employees and plans. These were natural caves behind me until House Diesmal began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void sense struck, interrupting the work. Alas. Then, in the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack. All in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Garleans were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the void set remained, and so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe, woe is us! Yet the war with the dragons rages, and we have no nights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here strictly on the very long tea time, arranged by Sir Carlot. Please see to these abominations, Madam Adventurer. Madam, I have much prowess with the paperwork, should you require aid of that sort. You stand before Diesmal Darkhold, carved out of an extensive cavern system as a safe haven from dragon raids. I would invite you to take a tour, but I'm afraid that it's off limits at the moment. It's like waterfalls in here. Seeking to utilize an existing labyrinth of natural caves, the Ishgardian House of Diesmal began construction on their eponymous Darkhold near the end of the 6th Astral Era, intending it to serve as a refuge for those fleeing the flames of the Giovannian Horde. When the house's digging uncovered an entrance to the void, allowing an army of void sent into this realm. However, they immediately abandoned their plans and withdrew from the subterrane, sealing it off so that they might contain the otherworldly invaders within. Despite all this, the house is unwilling to relinquish its claim to the caves, and believes that if they can be cleared of the void scent, they might still be able to see their original plan brought to fruition. Oh, future update? Aww. Alright, I think I'm gonna end that here this time, and then next time we will do this dungeon first with fellow players, and then we will continue on with the main story. Give a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.